Yikes. Sorry. Yeah. Introduce yourself, Mr. Justin.
I'm Justin Danger Nunley, also known as Super Hugo Grande.
Care to explain to us what that second one means?
So it's my backup account. I've got two Tick-Tock accounts. So my backup account is Super Hugo Grande.
Got you. Also, for those of you that don't know, this is 2006 Time Magazine Person of the Year.
Yes, sir.
Look it up. Look it up. It's
I
great
actually
facts.
did. I actually did, and I was like, wow, like that. We all are.
Update your LinkedIn, okay?
Yeah, I really might have to. So, what made you start making TikToks?
So I've been on the platform for a little over a year now. If you look at my account now, you wouldn't be able to know that. So about a month ago today, my main account got permanently banned. Okay, I was at about 600,000 followers, and I had built that following over the year. Right before my account, I made a lot of mistakes with my last account. Just stuff that you wouldn't know unless you've been on the platform or sat back and watched a lot. Me, I'm more of a doer. So what got me on the account about a year ago is I downloaded it when we was in quarantine, and I was scrolling through the For You page, and I said, I can do that better. So I started doing videos, and probably about a month ago, right before my main account got banned, I finally figured out my niche, and it started taking off. So when it got permanently banned, switched to my backup 4 weeks ago. It had 5,000 followers, and I'm sitting here with 2.5 million now.
Yo, it's crazy, man. And I saw your Instagram is on the rise rapidly too, man.
It's absolutely mind blowing. It's very humbling, is what it is. It's nuts.
Thankfully, I caught you when I did, man. Oh my goodness. I know it'll be hectic to try to get you to do this now, like, because you just might not be able to see the message.
No, if somebody asks me for an interview, I always try to say yes.
Oh, appreciate.
Because if anybody's going to take the time out of their day to think enough of me to want to ask me questions, it's the least I can do to reach back out to them and give them a few minutes of my day.
I appreciate that, man. So growing up, did you ever feel like you had the personality for this?
Oh, 100%. So all throughout school, a lot of people have asked me, pretty much about the same question. And I said, this comes from years and years of being the most annoying person in any room or social setting that I'm in to try to make people laugh. And you eventually, annoy enough people to where you start not annoying them and just making them laugh. So I've always been the class clown.
That's an interesting way of seeing it, because like sometimes, like I can be annoying, but sometimes I realize that, like, all right, let me back off. But you kind of push through that threshold to be like, all right, if I just hang on long enough, they'll eventually get a laugh out of me.
I will come in straight hot. I tell you, anywhere you see me, it doesn't matter where you see me at. I am the same person walking into the barber shop and walking into church. Yeah, I am the same dude with the same energy. I don't care where I'm at.
Wow, that's a very good quality to have.
For real.
Did you you kind of answered the question, but did you ever expect your TikTok to blow up this quickly?
No, I didn't. I knew that. So I've watched people's accounts before absolutely blow up, and you sit back and you watch big creators get big. I can think of a couple off the top of my head that I'm just like, wow. You see them in their infancy, and then you see where they get to like really quick, and you're like, that dude deserved that. I never in a million years would have thought I was going to be that dude ever. Like I said, it's very humbling to gain that following in that amount of time that I have.
What did you do differently from your old account?
So my old account was a lot of like comedy, me telling my wife jokes and stuff. And it one thing that I learned was that comedy is very subjective. I mean, if you're real big into comedy, you like comics, or comedians, not comics. If you like comedians, that, Dave Chappelle's getting a lot of heat right now. Okay. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of people. I think Dave Chappelle is the GOAT. Okay. That dude is so funny. And if you really listen to what he's saying, it doesn't really fit the narrative of what everybody else is saying. But if you can take, small bits and pieces out of what he's saying and say, this dude's racist, or this dude's homophobic, or he's transphobic, comedy is very subjective. So when you build your platform and your niche based around comedy, you're going to offend some people. You're going to make some people mad. And that was one thing that I didn't realize when I made my last account, because, bro, I love everybody. I want to see everybody do well. I don't care what your race is. I don't care what your sexual orientation is, what you identify as. I could care less, because what makes a person is what's in their heart, not what they outwardly show. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's very easy to judge creators based on 15 seconds of seeing that person. You can watch, a lot of people they watch one 15-second clip of a joke and they're like, nah, that dude's a racist, or that dude's homophobic. And it's like, no, you couldn't be so far off the mark. You couldn't be further off the mark than you are with that statement. And that's one thing that does kind of suck about, short video content, is because people really don't get to know you as a person. So if you're doing comedy, it can be very subjective, and you're going to polarize a lot of people.
Are you familiar with Kevin Samuels?
No, I'm not.
Well, he's a prime example of that, where like people will take like 15-second or 30-second clips and they'll think that's his whole entire character, and they won't watch because he does long form as well, and they'll completely ignore the good that he does.
Right. Yeah. It's really, I don't know, it's sad in a way, because people are so quick to jump in and judge somebody else. That's one thing that I have learned over the past years is don't be so quick to judge somebody based on first look. Even if I see you say something completely jacked up, I'm like, hold on a minute, let's step back and let's ask this guy what he meant before we completely crucify him. So
have you dealt with any negativity thus far?
Oh, 100% every day, every single day that comes.
That's so
I get a lot of messages of people. Listen, here's the thing. Let me drop some real on you. Okay. It doesn't matter what you do in life. It don't matter how successful you are. You are going to have people that hate you for being you. Okay. There are people that are going to watch this and they are going to absolutely hate everything I have to say. It has nothing to do with me. It has to do with them. Don't ever take criticism from somebody you wouldn't go to for advice. That is like the biggest piece of advice I can give anybody. I don't let negative people affect my mood anymore. Generally, I just block them and move on. I don't even delete their comment. I block them and move on. That way I never have to see your negativity in my life again. I want to be a positive person. I want to be surrounded by positive people. So yeah, I get hate all the time. It doesn't bother me though.
That's so crazy to me, because you put no energy towards being hateful. Like legit the most wholesome content you could probably find on TikTok, and you still getting hate.
I do. I don't even really cuss my videos. I've tried to make my videos as user friendly and family friendly. I try to make my videos as family friendly as I possibly can. I want something that my kids can look back on one day and be like, yo, that dude was funny and didn't even have to really get vulgar with anything,
Mm-hmm.
So
you mentioned Florida a lot. Is that where you're from originally?
No, I'm originally from North Alabama. I lived in Northwest Florida now, near Destin.
I figured, because you have a very like thick Southern accent. So I was like, that's not how like typical like Floridian sound. So
no, not at all. But where I'm at here in Destin, we call this LA. So if you ever ask me where I'm from, I might say I'm from LA, baby, Lower Alabama. Because we ride under Alabama.
Mm-hmm. And with this newfound success, where do you plan on going with this? Like, how far do you want to go with this? Do you want to go beyond TikTok?
I don't know. I've got people coming at me from every direction right now, and it gets overwhelming. It's a good problem to have, but it's still a problem. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. We'll see. I just got asked to go do a show in St. Louis, Missouri, here in about a month and a half or so, and I would really like to do it. I'm really good at public speaking. I think I'd really do well on stage. So we'll see how it goes. You know, I might get up there and bomb it, but even if I bomb it, you're going to laugh at me if you don't laugh with me. And I'm cool with that. So long as everybody's having a good time.
So,
so you're looking to host the show?
No. I'm going to open up.
stand up.
Oh,
Wow. Wow. That is interesting and challenging.
Even if it turns into me just straight roasting people in the front row, I can do that for a good 10 to 20 minutes.
Wow, that's interesting, man. I can't wait for that to drop on TikTok, man.
Mm-hmm.
It should be a lot of fun. I'm really good with improv.
Got you. So at what point did you realize that, like, all right, this TikTok thing could really be legit for me?
Well, I mean, this account, I hadn't had no time to sit back and think about it, to be honest. You know, I guess right before my last account got banned, I said, ooh, I figured something out, you know, because TikTok is the best advice I ever gotten, some good advice for creators is TikTok is, if you'll look at it from this perspective of it's an experiment, you need to experiment with different content and see what people love to see you do. When you find that, do it over and over and over again. You know, people love to see me interrupting other people and giving you a fun fact. So that's where I'm at, you know? It's just all about finding out what people want to see you do. Because, I mean, that's the entertainment industry, you know? People love to see Dave Chappelle tell jokes. That's what he does, you know? He probably would suck at doing, you know, infomercials, but he's funny on stage.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I feel like I've learned more from you than I've learned in school and in history.
I get that a lot.
It is crazy.
I've tried out for fun fact about me. I've tried out for Jeopardy 3 times, and I've never gotten called back for Jeopardy. So
Yeah, that
maybe one day I'll finally make the cut.
Definitely.
That would have been legendary.
Facts.
Well, I suck at Jeopardy, man. Anytime they go to like the higher money questions, I'm done for, man. The second round, I'm done for. I can give you maybe 3 Jeopardy answers a show.
Right.
So, how has your life changed since TikTok?
It hasn't. I'm the same dude that I always have been. I'll continue to be the same dude. If at any point it gets too much for me to handle, bro, I'll step back. You know, my main focus is on my family and on my, you know, on my own, you know, personal relationship with Jesus.
Hey, shout out to the Christians, man. Love that.
Yep. But, you know, and with that being said, you know, I'm a Christian, but I mean, worship whatever you need to worship, you know, whatever makes you feel spiritual, and do you. You know, that's the bottom line. That's what I want everybody to take away from everything I do is do you. Don't try to be somebody else. Go have fun and you know, celebrate yourself, you know.
So what has been the most surprising thing that's happened to you since this TikTok lifestyle?
Honestly, is all the celebrity followers that I have gained over the past month. I will find a new celebrity that follows me every single day, because I grew so big, you can't keep up with everybody that follows you. You can't, and it's impossible to reply to everybody. It's impossible to, and I happen upon a new celebrity every day that says follows you, and they've created a video, and I'm like, this dude's been in movies, you know, this person's like an A-list celebrity, and they are entertained by my content, which is mind-blowing to me because they get paid to entertain people.
Who's the celebrity that followed you?
I'm not a real big name dropper. AJ McLean, the Backstreet Boys.
Okay.
We've had Derek Huff, Julianne's brother, the man that's on Dancing with Stars. Several other movie stars, TV stars, country music singers, a couple rappers.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
So, what opportunities have come your way thus far, if any? Or you can't speak on?
There's so I've been on the phone. I had somebody reach out to me probably about a week and a half ago and said, "Hey, you're gonna need my help. Here's my phone number. Give me a call." I had no clue who the dude was. I wound up reaching back out to him. Turns out to be a really, really awesome guy. He's basically a talent agent for YX. And he came to me and said, hey, he said, you've got the comedic timing. You're fixing to blow up. Like, it hadn't happened completely yet, but it's coming. You're going to need me within the next week or so. Here's everything that you need. I'm here to help you out, anything you need. And today I really leaned on him a lot, because I just forwarded him emails. I'm like, dude, if you can handle this for me and get this taken care of for brand deals and stuff like that. And really awesome guy. He's in it for me. You know, he's wanting to help me out. Obviously he's wanting to, you know, get paid himself, but who does it? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Wow. God is good, man. Wow.
Yeah.
Do people notice you on the street?
Yes.
Like all the time?
Yeah, it started happening just about everywhere I go. And it's honestly somewhat embarrassing and humbling at the same time. You know, it's fun. I enjoy talking to people. I'm a social butterfly, if you will. But it's kind of strange too, you know, for me just to do videos in my truck of stitching other people, and now people around the world know who I am. I've got followers in, you know, all the way from South Africa, the Netherlands, Norway, you know, South America, Argentina, Uganda. Like, it is crazy. There are people doing my bit on TikTok. I get tagged several times a day of people in different languages, in Russian and everything else, of people doing my bit, you know, of interrupting somebody and giving a fun fact. And I'm like, that is the craziest, coolest thing I've ever seen.
Boy, wow. Good.
I also noticed that you're I would say, like, you're a family man, and also your face. How has that played a part in your success? Not even your success, just in you as a person. You know, being a father. Were you born into the faith, or did you like come to the faith later?
No, I've attended church 3 times a week ever since I was conceived, right? But
Intense.
you know, along with that is, you know, yes, I have a lot of knowledge, you know, and everything, but I'm not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. Nobody is. You know, church is a hospital for the sick. It's not a museum for the perfect. So
I like that.
It's
Gotta write that down.
to pull the notebook out, guys. No, we you know, I don't condemn anybody else for not going to church. I don't, you know, if you're not a Christian, or, you know, you have another faith, so be it. That's not for me to judge. I'm here, you know, to try to make everybody happy and make everybody feel like they belong. The world's got enough negative people in it. It don't need any more. Trust me.
Mm-hmm. Understood.
You take your family to church too, or that's kind of a...
Do what now?
I said, do you take your family to church too?
Oh yeah. No, they take me to church. I tell you, I've been blessed in my life to have some very, very strong women, very understanding and caring women in my life, with my mom and my wife. And no, hey, if I wake up on Sunday morning and I ain't feeling it, they're gonna drag me there.
That's good though. That's good. Because listen, man, especially you going 3 times a week, you're not always want to go. You don't always want to go. So it's good to have that pick me up.
Right. Absolutely. 100%.
Man, me and him, we've been looking for that, you know, that spiritual woman as well. But, you know, it seems as though it's much harder to find nowadays.
Tough out here.
Oh, 100%. But you gotta be looking in the right places, right?
It's true.
You can't. Hey, you ain't gonna find that. You ain't gonna find that woman at 2:30 in the morning at your local bar.
Yeah.
So very true.
Sorry, I mean, different people. I've been that dude at the bar at 2:30 in the morning. Ain't nothing wrong with it. You know, if you're having a good time, go have a good time. But you know, if you're looking to settle down and find a very mature woman and everything, like you got to know that if you're looking for a chicken, you might want to go to the chicken house and you know, not in a pond somewhere.
So where did you guys meet, if you don't mind me asking?
Me and my wife, we met at church when I was 4 and she was 8.
Wow.
That's why. Yeah, church.
I mean, the likelihood of that happening is like rare these days.
It is. It really is. But you know, we come from a very small town, And we,
okay.
so
We're in New York,
we didn't,
so
right. We didn't date or anything until I was in my later 20s and she was in her early 30s. So,
gotcha.
yeah, I mean, like we didn't date when we were younger or anything like that. She was 4 years older than me. So, of course, that would have been weird. I went out and sowed my wild oats. She went to college and did her thing. And then, once I got established in my career and she got established in hers, I was like, hey, what up, girl?
Might as well, yeah. So what do you think makes it possible for your personality to shine through camera? Because I know not everybody has that ability to just kind of put their personality out there and for it to resonate with so many people.
I don't know. I think it just comes from being genuine. Like I said earlier, no matter where I go, I walk into the door like the same dude that I am right now. That when I walk into church, when I walk into work, I am the same guy. Of course, I have bad days and everything, right? But if you tailor yourself to different people, you wind up forgetting who you are. You forget how to be yourself. So, one of the biggest things I could tell somebody is be yourself. And if somebody don't like you for it, that's their problem, not yours.
Why do you think it's so hard for people to be themselves?
People care too much about what other people think. And that has literally never gotten anybody anywhere. Anytime that you start worrying about what other people think, you are going to be the most miserable person. You're going to be the most miserable you have ever been in your life, because I've often said that there is going to be a complaint box in heaven, because some people ain't happy unless they complain. And, people are not going to like you, and that's okay. You've got to come with come to the realization that certain people are not going to like you. And there's nothing that you can do to make those people like you. The hell with them. Go on and do your own thing. You don't need them around anyway.
That's a fact. So where would you say that you get your sense of humor from? Or you just always had it?
I've ADD.
Like you really have that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
So that's really where the ideas for the videos came from. When I'm talking to my wife and she's talking to me about some stuff that we really need to be talking about, all I'm doing is looking at her face like, listen, did you know that, hippopotamuses give pink milk? That's where my mind's at. So that's really where the idea for the video content came from.
Oh, wow. Because I was going to ask that, what made you choose the style of video that you do?
I've literally that I'll be scrolling through the For You page sometimes, and somebody be like, have you ever, and I'll think of something witty in my head. Don't know why I've never stitched them with that, and then one day I just said, I've always been interested with weird fun facts. I said, let's just combine the two, because everybody loves slapstick humor and quick sarcastic humor, and most people like fun facts. I said, let's combine the two and see what happens with it. Lord have mercy. Behold.
For real. So what do you do when you're not on TikTok?
Hang out with the kids. I also own my own business here in Fort Walton Beach. It's a baseball and softball training facility. And I'm also, you probably wouldn't know this, but because I never do anything in uniform, I'm also active duty military.
Oh, okay.
I'm active.
I just got out. I got out like 2019, but
what branch?
Army. I did 4 years.
That's what's up. I'm active duty Air Force. I build bombs. That's what I do for a living. Done it for 16 years now.
Oh, the Chair Force. Chair Force.
The Chair Force, baby. I'll own it. I will own it.
How was that experience like?
The Air Force, the military has absolutely changed my life. I grew up in a very small town. That most people that I went to school with are still there to this day. And, there's nothing wrong with that or anything, but I have had the opportunity to meet people and do things and see things all around the world that I would have never gotten the opportunity to see or do had I not been in the military. So
what about that intense training?
It's the Air Force, bro. I ain't had no intense training.
No.
Oh, really? Wow. Because my friend over here, he he talks about the rigorous regimen that he had to go through.
No. It basically with my job, you know, and it's like a 9 to 5. I mean, it is literally like I'm going to work to do a regular job in uniform. That's all it is. I work 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. every day and go home, and I don't even wear my uniform into work. I change when I get there, you know?
Oh wow. Nice.
Respect. So do your kids, do they know that, like, you know, their father is like a superstar out here?
Yeah, not superstar, man. That's for Michael Jordan. That's the superstar. No, they've enjoyed it. Blake likes to come in when I'm doing lives and stuff. He likes to come in. Like last night, I told him, he came in, he was standing behind me, and I said, "Hey man," I said, "we've got 2,200 people here. What do you want to tell everybody about yourself?" And Blake said, "I hit piss missiles." And I was like, "Okay, there you go." He hits the baseball really hard, so they Blake's gonna be the one. He's just like me, so he's got a long road to hoe.
Okay.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. If I see, if he starts cutting off videos and starts saying random facts, oh my god, the father son duo.
Yeah.
I see it being such comedy gold, man.
We've got some things like that in the works. I've got a lot of tricks up my sleeve. I'm not sorry about that. I'm not a one trick pony. I have got plenty of skits and stuff ready to rock and roll.
Got you.
So you're a baseball fan.
Huge baseball fan. It's the greatest sport to ever be invented.
Who's your team?
I love the Atlanta Braves. I grew up a Braves fan, but I follow players. I love following players.
I'm a Mets fan, and I absolutely despise the Braves.
Mm-hmm.
They give me so much.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Mets either.
Really?
And I see you rocking the LA cap. Like I saw that when I first came on. I was like, this guy here.
No, I just like the color, man.
we locked into this this NLCS with the Dodgers, and this man gonna wear a Dodgers cap on me.
Well, why do you hate the Mets? You guys beat us all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's New York, you know, and I love people from New York, but it is such a, you know, it's kind of the sports thing to do is to hate New York teams.
Interesting. But even, I mean, I guess we play in the same division, but even in New York, the Mets are the JV team of New York. Like,
right. Yeah, it's got to be horrible to be a Mets fan in New York. It would have to be.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really not easy out here.
Tough.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite Brave all time?
My favorite Brave of all time, Greg Maddux. Right behind him, I was absolutely a huge fan of David Justice back in the day.
Really? You know he did steroids, right?
You would think that I would throw. I mean, look at who the man married, right? But you would think that I would throw somebody out like you know, Chipper Jones. I was never really a big Chipper Jones fan. The era that he came up in, there were so many more better players. And you know, like I said, I'm a Braves fan, but first and foremost, I'm a baseball fan. I've got a huge baseball collection. I collect memorabilia, signed baseballs, and everything. So, but yeah.
I do take great pride in knowing that the Braves won 16 straight division championships and only one World Series. I really do. I love that. That's a fun fact. That's a fun fact. You should you should use that for your next one.
No. Maybe after we win the World Series this year, I might hit it. But I tell you what, we've been here before with you know, a 2-game lead on the Dodgers. Happened last year, and then we wound up getting beat.
You guys are always in the playoffs. Always.
But we're always the bridesmaid, man. Never the bride.
That's horrible. Such a good point. That's such a good point.
The last time we went to the World Series was 1996. And listen, did you know that in 1996 the Braves had a three-game series lead? It was 3-0 against the Yankees, and it was pretty much done deal. Seal it. No, I think it was 3-0.
I would have.
And then they came back and won 4 straight. They came back and won 4 straight with Derek Jeter.
Wow. And
that was Jeter's rookie year.
The first 2 games, like the Braves dominated. Like the Yankees didn't have a dying chance. I think they outscored them like 20-2 the first 2 games, something ridiculous like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yikes. Well, at least you got there. At least you got there. So who
Yeah.
who's some of your favorite players in the game right now?
Mike Trout is an absolute. I think if he stays healthy, he'll be the GOAT. I love Ron Acuna. Love the dude. Dude is
I hate that guy.
he plays with his heart on. He plays with his heart on his sleeve. You can tell where if he's upset, he's upset, and if he's having a good day, he's having a good day. Mike Trout, Ron Acuna. Oh no, there's a lot of. I'm a real big fan of a lot of players.
What do you think about Vlad Guerrero Jr.?
Dude's beast. Dude is a absolute monster.
Shohei Ohtani?
Love him. I mean, what he's doing, what Shohei's doing to the game is far more than what Babe Ruth ever did for the game as a pitcher, hitter combo. So,
Bro. Jacob deGrom?
Phenomenal player. Can't say a bad thing. Pete Alonso, love Pete Alonso. That dude's a GOAT. He's gonna go down. I say GOAT. He's going to go down as one of the top 5 of his position, I do believe, when it's all said.
Wow.
That dude is good.
Who's your least favorite Brave?
My least favorite, the entire pitching staff.
Actually, Max Fried is not. Listen, the thing about the Braves, like, they're a good team, but I don't think they're that good. I really think it's just the weak division that makes them look a lot better than what they are.
You're not wrong. I mean, we play in the second weakest division of Major League Baseball. But when I say the entire pitching staff, I should have said the bullpen, because they are the ones that tend to blow it for us the most.
Yeah, I love that bullpen, man.
Yeah, I bet anybody that plays us loves that bullpen.
So, when is TikTok gonna give you that blue check, man? What's going on?
I don't know. Dude, that would be a dream come true. Absolute dream come true. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I think it's going to probably happen just in the middle of the night one night. I'm going to wake up the next morning and everybody's saying congrats. I think it'd be really cool for that to happen. And it may not never happen. And if it doesn't, I'm okay with that. I'm having a good time. I just want to see people happy at the end of the day.
Yeah,
I think it's easier to get a blue check on Instagram than TikTok, right?
Yeah, well, you can actually apply for it on Instagram. With TikTok, they find you. You don't find them.
Oh.
But, with both of my accounts, with both my main and my backup, both of my accounts are in the top 20 fastest growing accounts on the entire platform over the past month. So not just one, but both of them, which is crazy.
Yeah, TikTok playing around.
And
I think as far as which one is easier, I think it really does vary, because I see some people get verified on Instagram, but not on TikTok, and vice versa. So,
right, I'm cool with not getting a blue check mark on either. I like, it's okay if I'm the nobody. I'm okay with that.
Where would you say that you get your ideas from? Because honestly, I think that, like, all right, let me Google a fun fact real quick, and I'm gonna hop on. Is it something like that?
No, a lot of them. So some of my fun facts I do a lot of research, and I've always loved reading, fun fact books, when I was a kid and everything.
Almanacs.
Going to the Scholastic book fair. Like,
Yes.
you show me a fact book, I'm buying that thing. Take my $250 right now and let me get a slap bracelet so I can roll on about my business, But yeah, I get a lot of them. There's a couple of different websites I like to go to. I tell you, Reddit's a really fun place to read a lot of, like, obscure facts. Now, if you get your facts off of Reddit, you need to verify it, okay? Because people will straight lead you astray on that thing. But I love Reddit.
Would you say, like, for the most part, it's like just knowledge that you know off the top of your head?
A lot of it is. Is getting to the point where I'm kind of running out of useless knowledge, and I'll be doing some research. I'm like, oh yeah, I knew that, but to have it all just stored up in your head, just ready to fire out, not so much.
Okay, so what's next for you? What's the next step for you?
I don't know.
Like Jesus,
you want to hear God left, tell them your plans.
That's for real.
We've got some merch dropping here in the next couple days, dude, is going to be a game changer. When I tell you, I don't hype something up. Me and my friend sat on the couch yesterday. Now, I'd say my friend, is a very humble way of saying that. He's probably one of the smartest businessmen I've ever knew in my life. He, at the age of 16, was running $1 million business out of his parents' garage making T-shirts. Okay, the dude,
Wow.
he's my age. Dude is a genius when it comes to business and marketing and stuff. And I gave him this one idea the other night. We sat on my couch watching the baseball game, and he said, "Bro," he said, we fine-tune the idea, and when this merch drops, watch out. We fix and change the game. I'm telling you.
Wow.
We're changing the
I'm
game.
excited, man.
You know how everybody right now is saying, a lot of creators have reached out to me and they're like, damn you for coming up with this idea for content because it's so simple and you're killing it. Why didn't I think of this? That's how I really feel like everybody's going to be with the merch. They're going to be like, how did I not come up with this?
Oh, so the merch idea is simple as well.
Yeah.
Got you.
It's so simple. Everybody's going to be like, why did I not come up with this?
Are there any influencers in TikTok that inspire you or that you look up to, like in any way?
Absolutely. Jeff Corrette has turned into a mentor of mine. I don't know if you know who he is.
I do. I want to interview him too.
Dude is a wealth of knowledge. A lot of the strategies that I used to grow this account were strategies that I learned from watching his videos. I was able to read between the lines on what he was saying. If you take things very literal, I don't know if you'll have much growth, but if you can think abstract and say, oh, this is what he's saying, this is what I need to be doing, you're going to grow. I've reached out to him since he followed me. And I said, bro, I wouldn't be having the success if it wasn't for you. And there's several other bigger creators and a lot of verified creators have now started reaching out to me. And they're like, bro, whatever you need, let me know. You are it. I love everything that you're doing. If you have questions, hit me up. And I use those people. If you tell me that I am a subject matter expert in my field, if you ever need anything, let me know. Bro, I'm about to let you know as soon as I have a question, because that's how I work. If I ever tell you, hey, let me know if you ever need anything. If you ever need anything and you don't hit me up, that's your fault, not mine. I'm always here. So.
Wow. Well, that's all. Paul, you got anything else?
No, that's pretty much it. I really enjoyed this interview.
Yeah, man.
Thank you. I had a good time with it. Yeah. Dude, like bottom line for anybody that's creating content is stop worrying about what everybody thinks to a certain point, get out of your comfort zone. Let me say this. I do not believe in shadow bans. I do not believe that there's a perfect time to post. And I don't believe in hashtags. I have grew my account to 2.5 million in a month. Not worrying about when I post. I'll post in the middle of the night and have something go super viral. Okay. I've never used a hashtag. Go look, right? Never used a hashtag. And it doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter when you post, good content is going to fly. When you put out good content, that content is going to fly on the For You page. People are going to interact with it. You're going to go viral and people are going to follow. Bottom line.
Words of the wise. Definitely learned a lot from this one. I'm going to enjoy watching this on a playback, man.
Thank you for the knowledge.
For real.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, if y'all ever need anything, reach out to me. I'd be more than glad to help y'all out and let y'all know some of the stuff that I've learned.
Definitely.
I can get annoying, so.
Bro, we all can.
Hey,
I'm about one of the realest people, if you start getting annoying, I'll be like, hey man, you're getting annoying. Chill.
As you should.
For sure.